Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. You know me, I'm Tom. Oh yeah, back in the kitchen. Oh man, what a week, what a week. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Hope everybody's doing well today. Let's get everything adjusted here. Let me just start real quick with the off-grid farm. This is going to be kind of a random chat, blog, just a random, chit-chat between us. But there's one important small business message that I've got to put in this whole thing too. So I'm going to not get too long-winded about that part because there's going to be a couple. I'm just going to just go with the flow today, okay? But before we do anything, you know what time it is? Beer 30. Oh yeah, still waiting on Anheuser-Busch to give me a sponsorship, but no luck yet. Okay, the off-grid farm. This is embarrassing. I planted exactly 1.4 acres of vegetables, corn, squash, beans, watermelon, cantaloupe, you name it, I planted it this year. I got some corn to grow, and I got a lot of watermelons to grow, and I just want to show you this. This is one of the watermelons. Look at that. Is that beautiful? This thing's heavy too, man. Look at that. Hardly no seeds. Look how beautiful those are. Oh yeah. All right, let me get those back in the kitchen. Into the refrigerator, I mean, excuse me. They're already in the kitchen. Okay. If I could grow 1 acre of watermelon or cantaloupe, I can do well. I can make some money. Problem is, again, you saw the video I uploaded a couple weeks ago about the worst farmer in the world. That's me. I'm going to figure it out, though. I promise you, I will figure it out. Now, on to other topics. Let's just jump right into the business thing. This is what happened today. I just took another $1,000 deposit on an interior paint job for a house, a big house on a golf course, Heritage, hole number 1, big 3,200 square foot house, and I'm painting half the interior, okay? I've already done all the landscaping. I've mentioned this house. I've actually showed you some of the work I've done on the bushes there, and that I power washed the place, and now I'm going inside to paint it, and then I got to stain the decks, and it's going up for sale. I met the owner again today. The tenant from England was literally physically moving out, okay? Joe was moving out and going back to England tomorrow morning, and we helped that couple from England, obviously, move their final things. I got a couple things free from them, and they just said, okay, we're out here, thank you very much, we appreciate it, all right? Now, the other thing that happened is when they finally left, me and Jim, the owner, started talking all about this paint work, damages, what repairs, how long, how much, all that stuff, okay? This guy is a president of a media company. I'm not going to tell you, he's local. He's Wake Forest, big media company, and he's the president and owner. This guy's got money. Believe me, he's got money. He's got 2 beautiful homes. One, he's having a gigantic pool installed that's almost done, hot tub, jacuzzi. This guy's got money. And the thing, when we were walking through inside and finally getting a second look at this place, we were just doing the final because they had the cleaning crew come in and do a bunch of stuff, and they moved out. The movers hit a wall, put a hole in a wall, so I had to do a second look-see. I have to look twice, okay? So everything was still cool. I talked him into a couple ideas I had, and then I asked him a question. I said, he almost really just came out with it anyway. He just said, Tom, he goes, let me just cut through the chase here. I'm just going to cut through the chase with this message. But Beer 30, hold on. This guy I've worked off and on for a couple years. And he's never seen me paint. He doesn't know anything about me being able to paint anything. He doesn't know anything about me doing interior work. He just says, can you handle it? And I said, yes. I asked him, I said, Jim, I know he had another estimate from another paint crew, and he said the guy was a nice guy, a really nice guy. He would hire him. And I said, well, was he cheaper or same? He goes, he was a little bit cheaper, but the bottom line is, and he was a nice guy. He goes, but I'm sticking with you. And I says, why, Jim? And here's the moral of the story. I asked him why. He goes, a couple of things. He goes, first, number one, you show up on time. You do exactly the job you say you're going to do. You do the job well. It makes me feel confident that when you do the job, that it's going to get done well. And he goes, second and most important thing that you do for me, Tom, the reason why I'm hiring you above the other guy is because you follow up. That's right, folks. He says the reason why he selected me to do this big $3,000 interior paint job is because I'm good, if not excellent, at following up via email, via voice message, via text, 24 hours in advance of when I need to show up. He was shocked today. The reason why he was so happy, he was shocked today that I was over there helping his tenant move out on the final day, and who were helping her move a couple pieces of furniture she had in the garage. I called him up and I said, Jim, I said, we're supposed to be walking through. He says, well, the tenants are still there. And I says, I know, I'm helping her move out. He goes, what? You're at the house now helping her move? And I said, yeah. I said, she thanked me because it was a big piece of furniture and she had to get it in her truck. So I just said, screw it, I'm going over there. I don't care if the tenant's there or not. I know today's going to be the last day. So I went over there, and man, talk about major stroking the whole situation. First off, Jim absolutely loved it. He goes like, damn, my handyman's on the ball. He's on it. You know, what can I say? And the tenant that's going back to England just said, I love you guys. You're the most efficient. This was the most efficient 2.5 years we've ever seen when renting a house overseas. You guys are pros. All right. You know? Woo! What have I told you guys all the time? Follow up. Always, always give advance notification. Let them know that you're on the job, that you got it handled, everything's cool, you remembered all the details. You know, he gave me the keys to the house, and I'm going to be there for 5 days, okay? 5 days inside, air conditioning. Oh yeah, with all this damn heat outside, I've been burning up. Look at this. I got a tan. I'm just as brown as an islander, man. I'm Latino. My name is Tomas Pablo Escobar. Oh yeah, look at that. Woo! But anyway, thank God I'm inside. All right, enough of that. Beer 30. I show you what I'm cooking. I got rice, vegetables, and I got marinated chicken. I cooked it last night. It looks good. I know you can't see it from here, but it's good. Oh yeah. I didn't want to give a full-blown, you know, review on this. This is leftovers, okay? Hell, sometimes leftovers are better than the original, but you never know. All right. The farm's looking good. The business is rocking and rolling. Your business could be rocking and rolling too, as long as you follow the fundamentals of business. Remember, the fundamentals have never changed for over 50 years. You know, the 8 steps to the road to the sale, the 10 steps to the road to the sale. It's something I've learned forever in the car business. I take that very common lingo and business common sense and transfer it over into the civilian world with construction and handyman work. And it works. The system works. That's all I can tell you. If you follow the steps to the road to the sale. Now, the thing about it is people like doing business that way. It's predictable. They say, this guy's on it. You know, So, all right. Here's the last part to this video is about this annual thing that I'm going to do on the off-grid farm, or a thing I'm going to try to do, try to organize, try to get together a once annual meet and greet on the off-grid farm. And I haven't quite made up a date situation. Here's going to be the basic fundamentals of what you can expect if you do, or I do plan this and people do show up. First off, we're going to have a ton of barbecue. Probably get a pig and roast a pig. Barbecue a pig. And I'm going to need a lot of volunteers who know specifically how to do certain things. Like, I've never cooked an entire pig. I know how it should go. I've lived here in North Carolina half my life. I've seen a lot of pigs cook on a roaster, but somebody who has specific skills. Camping. This is off-grid. Remember, my place is off-grid. So if you want it, you need it, you got to bring it. Okay, if you got to have it, you got to bring it with you. Water, food, ass wipe. There's going to be some organic toilets out there, but it's going to be remember, everything is going to be run off a generator, or you're going to build a fire and you got to pitch a tent or bring a small RV. But the bottom line is, I think for 48 hours, 2 days, get there on an afternoon, do the big introduction and cook out that night. The next day, do four-wheeling, shooting guns, shooting bows and arrows, building bonfires, just basically for 30 straight hours, just stay up and talk to each other and figure out what's going on in the world. That's what our camaraderie will entail. And people bringing up unique skills, sharing unique stories, veterans, civilians, bush craftsmen. I think all that information, it's like a 48-hour information dump. We're all putting a big pile of information in a big basket, and we all draw from it. That's the kind of weekend I want to see happen as an annual thing, where guys we can all go up there and have fun, but the bottom line is we're there to learn from each other, see stuff, hear stuff, and if you got cool inventions, fire starting material, first aid gear, grab bag that you think is phenomenal, etc., etc., etc. You know how to sharpen knives real well. Guys with skills, people who can fix tractors, people who are gardening or farmers. Oh, I would love to have you guys, because you can help me on my farm. Okay, enough of that. I love you. And this is starting to smell real good. All I want to do is say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for viewing my channel. Over 14,000. I think we're getting 14,100 subscribers. And almost 3 million views on my channel. Wow, what an accomplishment. But it's all because of you guys clicking on the channel and leaving those comments. Give me those thumbs up, subscribing if you're not a subscriber, and sending the link to your friends. That's all it takes, folks, to watch my channel. And I promise you, in the future, we'll all reap the benefits of the Mr. Fix-All channel and the interactions between all of us and all the comments. I do my best to answer them, but sometimes I get so busy I can't answer everything. But love you, and I answer about 90% anyway. All right, Tom out of here. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and let's see if we can plan this and get this whole once annual Stonehenge Farms get together amongst like-minded preppers together and pull it off and make it an annual event. Love you. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.